This book and the ideas behind it are a good counterpoint to the work of Nassim Nicholas Taleb. His books, including The Black Swan, suggest that many efforts at prediction are doomed to fail because of randomness and the inherent unpredictability of complex events. Taleb is no doubt correct that some events are black swans that are beyond prediction. But the fact is that most human behavior is quite regular and predictable. The many examples that Siegel provides of successful prediction remind us that most swans are white. Siegel also resists the blandishments of the big data movement. Certainly, some of the examples he mentions fall into this category. Data that is too large or unstructured to be easily managed by conventional relational databases. But the point of predictive analytics is not the relative size or unruliness of your data, but what you do with it. I have found that big data often equals small math, and many big data practitioners are content just to use their data to create some appealing visual analytics. That's not nearly as valuable as creating a predictive model. Siegel has fashioned a book that is both sophisticated and fully accessible to the non-quantitative reader. It's got great stories, great illustrations, and an entertaining tone. Such non-quants should definitely read this book because there is little doubt that their behavior will be analyzed and predicted throughout their lives. It's also quite likely that most non-quants will increasingly have to consider, evaluate, and act on predictive models at work. In short, we live in a predictive society. The best way to prosper in it is to understand the objectives, techniques, and limits of predictive models. And the best way to do that is simply to keep listening to this book. Thomas H. Davenport. Thomas H. Davenport is the President's Distinguished Professor at Babson College, a Fellow of the MIT Center for Digital Business, Senior Advisor to Deloitte Analytics, and co-founder of the International Institute for Analytics. He is the co-author of Competing on Analytics, Big Data at Work, and several other books on analytics. Preface to the revised and updated edition. What's new and who's this book for? The Predictive Analytics FAQ. Data Scientist. The Sexiest Job of the 21st Century. Title of a Harvard Business Review article by Thomas Davenport and D.J. Patil, who in 2015 became the first U.S. Chief Data Scientist. Prediction is booming. It reinvents industries and runs the world. More and more, predictive analytics, PA, drives commerce, manufacturing, healthcare, government, and law enforcement. In these spheres, organizations operate more effectively by way of predicting behavior. That is, the outcome for each individual customer, employee, patient, voter, and suspect. Everyone's doing it. Accenture and Forrester both report that PA's adoption has more than doubled in recent years. Transparency Market Research projects the PA market will reach $6.5 billion within a few years. A Gartner survey ranked business intelligence and analytics as the current #1 investment priority of chief information officers. And in a Salesforce.com study, PA showed the highest growth rate of all sales tech trends, more than doubling its adoption in the next 18 months. High-performance sales teams are 4 times more likely to already be using PA than underperformers. I am a witness to PA's expanding deployment across industries. Predictive Analytics World, PAW, the conference series I founded,